Makes it sound easy, doesn't he? One for Manchester here in Liverpool. And now we'll check on the progress tonight of the other great young prospect from Manchester, this time Anthony Farnell. We've followed his development through the last year as well. Light middleweight Farnell against Koba, Kulu. Let's join it at the start of round 3.
Third round. Anthony Farnell against the African-born Kulu, K-U-L-U. Oh, he's getting down to work a little bit more now, Farnell. He knows this fellow, as Jim Watt has been saying, is a bit awkward and troublesome and a bit brave, probably.
Yeah, Farnell's getting the idea now, I think, Reg. You have to punch on the way in with this fellow. You can't move in and then let punches go once you're up close, because he's going to spoil it. So you really have to let punches go as you move forward. 2-3 punches, then just wait till the referee breaks you up. Nothing is going to be effective up close with this guy. So why waste your time? Get the punches moving as you're moving forward. That's better.
I imagine Kulo's second or manager there, Arthur Harry, knows his way around in the game. Is probably saying, you get out there and look good with this fellow, you can get plenty of fights in this country. And he has 6 so far.
See, Farnell's showing a little feint now, trying to draw some punches from Kulu. That's a good idea. When you're in with awkward fellows, force them to make the first move. This is good stuff now. A little bit more thought into what he's doing now. Yeah, this is what he should have done in the first round, Reg. Have a good look at this guy and try and solve him out. He got involved a little bit too quickly in the first round. More like it. Much more like it.
I tell you, there's still plenty of fight left in the old warrior, though, isn't there? He's 31, Kulu, and Farnell's only 20.
Good right hand from Farnell again. But as I said earlier, Reg, this is the kind of match you want for young fighters. This reminds you how tough the game is, and all the different styles you can encounter in there.
He wants to get out of that corner, though. He's ducking very low. Actually, it is against the rules to duck below the waistline, even if you are getting out of the way of punches.
See, he's showing that little feint now, Reg, before he throws the punches. That's exactly what you want to do with this fellow. I don't know if he's been told in the corner. A little feint, make him make that first move and then get the punches off. Farnell much more effective in this round.
Yeah, it's a good experience fight, this, for Farnell. He won't have it all his own way. It's long reach he's got, and he's using it well, Kulu. Seven stoppages on the way. Farnell now out of 12. The one man working that makes a change. I see that. Well, almost one anyway. So it's all Farnell work on those statistics. And as you say, he got out of that well. He spent a lot of time in the corner at one point there, but he fought his way out and then he came back into that, Farnell.
Yeah, the difference for me, Reg, he's thinking what he's doing now. I mean, I don't know what he was thinking in the first round, if he thought he could blast this fellow out, but he just wasted a lot of energy for nothing. But now he's thinking what he's doing. Still going to be messy at times, you've got to expect that. But a much better round for Farnell.
Just showing that signs of maturity physically that I like to look at now with Farnell. I was hoping he was going to fill out, as they say, without putting on unnecessary weight. In round 4 on the scheduled 8, the light middles. Manchester versus Holloway, London via Zaire. yelling, let him go, the referee, Keith Gardner. So there's two of them still holding, he's saying.
Kulu's punches look as though they carry a fair bit of power, Reggie. He gets them out nice and sharply.
The referee was a bit too close for comfort there as he broke them up.
That was a kind of silly thing Kulu did there, looking down at his own feet as he almost tripped. See, again, Farnell shouldn't bother throwing punches when you're in those situations. You're wasting your time. Just get out and get back to work. At long range, he's got everything under control.
I'm sure when he watches this, Jim will bear that in mind. And they certainly do watch themselves quite rightly, these boxers. The repeat performance on the videos at home.
When you're being spoiled inside, you don't try to throw hard punches because it takes twice as much energy because you've been held and you're just really wasting energy. So if you can't be effective, just wait till the referee breaks you up and get back to work again at long range. He's boxing well.
Quiet word almost from the corner of Brian Hughes there to Farnell saying keep moving. Kulu tends to be able to tee off on Farnell when he does stand his ground too long and poses.
He's got a fairly tight defence, Farnell, as well, Reg. You know, he's not taking any full-blooded shots. He's smothering most. I mean, this is a difficult opponent, Reg. As I say, a good match for Farnell. He's coping with it well.
Tends to get a bit untidy, doesn't it? That's a pity, really.
Yeah, I think that's mainly down to the tactics Kulu's adopting.
Coming up the end of the fourth.
See, that's a nice little...
Oh, that was Barry's best shot. Right on the belt. Very intent on listening to the corner there, which I'm delighted about. They make a mistake, boxers, when they think they can always see things their own way. It's best to have a second opinion.
See, watch the little feint, Red, just before he throws the punch. That feint forces the opponent to make the first move, then lands a nice left hook. That's all you have to do, just force this fellow into making mistakes. Otherwise, the action's going to be messy. See, a little feint down to the side. Nice little move, just too late in the round as it turned out. Farnell's worked a lot better now, the last couple of rounds. Some good stuff coming from him.
Yeah, but the left hook followed by the right hand were the best punches he's had. Coming up, the fifth round. Cleaner punching actually by Farnell, which puts him ahead. He's not finding this a soft touch by any means. At 7 stoppages or KOs out of his 12 wins, unbeaten. Farnell. There's Jim's. As I said, there's no problem there. He's made the second round even.
Yeah, I gave him a share of the second round, Kulu, because really Farnell wasn't the slightest bit effective. Didn't throw many punches. And they didn't deserve to win the round, so I scored that level, but everything else has been going his way.
He loves holding on, all right, Kulu, when he gets tagged, doesn't he? He's looking at the corner for advice there. I shouldn't bother with that, mate. You've got to make your own mind up now. Keep your eye on your opponent and the referee.
This is all right. Defence is nice and tight. He's just looking for a spot for the counter.
Yeah, he's doing well. Oh, that's too low. That really is too low, Jim. He's been a bit fussy too, Keith Gardner, up until now, and he's let two of those go now with the ducks.
Yeah, but a elbow there. I think he's going to have a word with Farnell. I know it's frustrating, but I thought Farnell was the one who needed the warning. A little bit of shoulder and elbow was pushed in there.
He's getting a bit riled at times as well. Farnell saying, hey, I figured this might be an easier one than this. It's getting a bit hard.
one of the things I like about Farnell, even when the action is fairly torrid, he's still thinking about defence. He's still thinking about moving his head, keeping his hands up. He doesn't do too many silly things.
I don't know what he's complaining out there, actually, Kulu. Farnell raced at him as if he saw an expression on Kulu's face that said, well, you know, he didn't want it or something, Jim. I couldn't work that out because he had his back towards me there, Kulu.
Yeah, I don't know if it was just a complaint to the referee, maybe about the manhandling or whatever, I don't know. It's certainly something he wasn't pleased about. As I said earlier, Reg, a good match for Farnell, just exactly what you need. A good hard night's work, not a punishing night's work, but a good hard night's work.
Last 10 of the round. Well, they certainly yelled there in the corner after Harry to his man. I think he thought he was, you know, not doing too badly. Let's have a look at Farnell's attack here now. That was where, well, I said he raced in as though he could see something was well in his favour. As though Kulu was, there you are. Yeah, that was good stuff there. He's called him over, the referee, Harry. It's a bad hand, it looks like it. In the other corner, it's all over, the end of the round. That was probably why he was pulling that pace as well, Jim. He was injured at the time. He's actually put up quite a show, the man who came in very much as the underdog against Farnell, who's now on 13 not out, with 8 stoppages on the record.
A bit of a pity for Farnell, Reg. I mean, he'd proved he was the better man, no problem there. But that's exactly the kind of fights that the young fighters have to get involved in the way up. You learn more from that kind of fight than these little 2-round blast outs. Good performance once he got himself going, and a good win on his card.
There you are, son. I'll wrap you up for the night and put you back in the stable. You're one of the best. And that's the border control doctor just checking everything's okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Keith Garner has accepted Koba Kulu's retirement at the end of round 5. The winner, and still undefeated as a professional, Anthony the Warrior Farnell.
Well, Anthony, Kulu may have retired, but he gave you a fight, didn't he, out there?
Oh, I was practicing on things. He won't me sell tight. He didn't let me fight. So I was going to block his 1-2 because that's all he had, the 1-2. When he got me on the ropes, I let him get me on the ropes. No.
He was confusing though, wasn't he?
Well, every time he was inside him, no one can leave me inside. I'm the best inside fighter in the world. But he used to grab me hand all the time. He was a strong lad. He grabbed me hand, so all I could do is cuff and do it back until the referee broke us.
Was it another good learning fight though, that sort of difficult style of opponent?
Well, no, it's good when you've got someone who you can be afraid of. And you're more sharp, you know, think, oh, get out that, counting. But he was nothing to be afraid of. I was going through the motions with him because he didn't let me fight.
Your 9th fight of the year. It's been very busy for you, hasn't it?
Very busy. Can't wait for it. Titles on the way.
Is that next year, 1999? You hope that. Who are you going to aim for? Are you going to stay at light middle or welterweight? What are you going to do?
Light middle, definitely. I'm strong as light middle. No one can match me for strength. I know I've got a lot of things to work on, but that was not a learning fight. It was just a fight to win and try to stop him because he didn't want to fight. He didn't break his hand in there. He didn't want another round. That's what I didn't want.
British champions, Ensley, Bingham. When will that happen?
Well, it could happen tomorrow if it was me. So to Frank and Brian, I'm not bothered really.
You fight him tomorrow?
I'll fight anybody.
I see a man enjoying his work. That's 13 straight wins, Barry. What did you make of that display?
Yeah, he's got a voracious appetite for fighting and training, and he's a very determined young man. That's his best asset. He's got real determination. He started off as a heavy lightweight when he fought Marty Renahan in that great fight in Sheffield that night. It was fabulous. But now he's gone up 3 divisions.
Yes.
He's now a light middleweight. He's only 20 years old. And the worry is that he may not be able to carry his power with him up, and you know, the power that he had at lightweight through to light middleweight. He makes fights too difficult for himself by fighting up too close, but he's definitely a very good prospect. He's got to learn to fight at distance as well as up close. Same thing has happened. He's got to get more distance, use his jab again, but he's certainly a great prospect and loads of determination. I like him.
I wonder if they're swapping notes in Manchester, or are they keeping themselves well apart? Let's see what Glenn McCrory thought about it. He's with Adam.
Well, Glenn, he was one of your prospects of '98. Is he fulfilling his potential?
I think he is. I think he's getting, he's more than fulfilling it. You wouldn't expect him to have as good a year as he's had. He's had some good experience. He went to Atlantic City, and it was a difficult fight for him. He had an awkward customer, and he struggled a little bit. He wanted it too much. In this fight, again with an awkward customer, this time he settled down. He knew what he had to do. He bided his time. Good to see his defense early in his career. His defense was a little bit lax, and he paid a penalty once or twice. Now he's getting his hands up. He's prepared. He's cool under fire. He can just keep there. Confidence is right there. Stay in front of him and then put the pressure on. So I think he's learning very well. And what I like about both these young men, and Paul's right, Manchester has a lot to be excited about these prospects, is that they're so, they really want it, don't they? They're so keen. I mean, he was almost fighting it again in the interview there. They're really, really keen. 2 wonderful prospects.
Thanks, Glenn.